Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So in front of us we have the 2023 BMW 430i Convertible, finished off in Brooklyn Gray Metallic. These have a starting MSRP right around $55,000. And we have a very fun BMW convertible to check out for the day. So let's start off with what powers this. Underneath the hood, this has the 2-liter twin power turbo 4-cylinder. It is paired with the 8-speed automatic transmission, pumping out 255 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. That power sent to the rear wheels, propelling this 3,900-pound convertible from 0 to 60 in just under 6 seconds. It also has a top speed of 155 miles an hour. Now, as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking right around 25 miles per gallon in the city and 34 out on the highway. So you have a pretty economical convertible that's also very fun to drive. This model also has the M Sport package, so it provides it with all the gloss black up front, the surround for the grille, underneath, inlets on both sides. There's also a brush trim located throughout the front grille, plenty of cutouts, even active grille shutters too. BMW badge up top. This has all of the LED lighting, even with the LED fog lights tucked away underneath. There's one of the forward sensors and then a functional inlet on the sides to provide better aerodynamics and of course cooling for the entire front end. Now there's really nice lines that also run down the hood, meeting the top of that kidney grille very nicely. I think the M Sport package is definitely a must because with all the gloss black accents, it pairs nicely with this Brooklyn Gray. Now that gloss black also makes its way to these 19-inch wheels, M Sport brake calipers finished off in blue, gloss black for the power folding side mirrors. And then we have the convertible, of course, the top is up at the moment. We will lower the top in just a little bit so that way you can see what it looks like. But with the unlock button, I just wanted to try that real quick. The windows will lower, but as we work our way to the rear, LED lights, we have the third brake light, BMW badge with the integrated backup camera, all the sensors. There's some dark gray trim and gloss black in that diffuser. And then let's fire this up because we do have remote start. Just simply triple tap the lock button and you can bring this to life. And then you can also triple tap it again to shut it off if needed. We have lock along with the trunk release. You can use the button underneath too if you'd like to. Now, being a convertible, since the top is up, you won't, well, it won't really affect this, but this is where the top sits, about this height. So you do have about maybe just over a foot underneath it of space to that back seat area. As you can tell, this bag is a little bit too puffy to fit back there. So if you're buying this, you know that you have to pack accordingly to be able to fit items. There's storage pockets on both sides as well. So it does give you some practicality. You have the back seats too, if you need to use them. So let's work our way to the interior, where we have some leather, all the black leather with the stitching, window adjustments, memory seating controls, even the Harman Kardon sound system. There's a trunk release and storage space underneath, with the M badge down on the door sill, and then all of the black leather for these seats. They are automatic up front, with the exception of having that piece right there if you need a little bit more leg comfort. Now, working our way to the back seats, you can pull on that tab and then that front seat will make its way forwards, allowing you a little bit better space into the back. Now, I'm 5'10", and honestly, I could fit back here and be fine. Plenty of leg room. There's climate adjustments, which is nice, cup holders in the middle, a little bit of an armrest and some storage. And then of course we have the window that can give you a little bit more air back here. So it's really nice. My head is just up against the headliner. I could sit here with someone else next to me and be very comfortable. So it is practical for full-size adults if you need to place people in the back. And then as we hop into the front, let's fire this up, put the top back down, so that way you can see it with the top down. You're just going to push on this control right here in the down position, and it's going to start on its process. Now, this is a pretty quick operation. I'd say maybe 10 seconds, if that. 15 just to be safe. But now it is down. We can take a look at it with the top down. So of course you're buying a convertible, you want the top down. I think it looks good either way. And like I said, it's a very quick process. You can do this while moving, which is extremely beneficial. So you don't have to come to a complete stop if needed. But let's work our way to the steering wheel now. Full leather M Sport steering wheel, It is heated. All the cruise control settings. We also have Bluetooth and voice commands along with volume and tuning for the radio. You can even get to your presets for the audio. Brushed aluminum on the paddle shifters and the rest of the controls. And then for the digital gauge cluster, fuel and miles per hour are on the left side. Right side, there's the tach and the engine temperature. You can also go through some more info located within that tach just by using this button on the turn signal stalk. So you have a little bit of info that you can scroll through, not a whole lot, but it's nice that you can at least pull those up, along with having that map for the nav always front and center. So that is a great touch. Now on the left, all the headlight adjustments, parking lights, dimmer switches. And then for the infotainment system, this is the home screen where you have some icons that you can scroll through just to keep an eye on all of that. And then you have presets on this left side. If we go into car, I can use the buttons down below, so you don't have to use this as a touchscreen system. You have a lot more info that you can go through and monitor. Your driver profiles, owner's manual, vehicle status has a lot more adjustments. Or settings, I should say, has a lot more adjustments, including the driving modes that you can go into for your sport and eco. So it's nice to have that. There's shortcuts to your nav, along with your phone and your audio, and then different apps like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Underneath that, there's a shortcut for the intelligent safety, so you can go through the forward collision, lane departure, and the active blind spot. AC adjustments are in the middle, finished off in brushed aluminum. These are heated seats. We have a few other controls. Power and volume for the radio, all of the presets and tuning. And then underneath this compartment, wireless charging, auxiliaries, and 2 cup holders. More brushed aluminum surrounding everything in the middle, where there's traction control, your parking sensors, even the engine start-stop feature. And then you do have a few settings for both sport and eco. And then there is one for comfort. So just depending on the throttle response that you would like for the day. Now this does have the backup camera, like I mentioned. You can have the parking sensors on just by themselves if you like, but we have the guidelines there, which are very helpful. And then you can shift using the paddles or the shifter itself. And then auto hold and e-brake are behind that. We already went over the top operation. A little bit of storage space in the center armrest with some auxiliaries, and then plenty more in that glove box. We have a good bit of visibility for this vehicle. Really no pillar right here, so you have a lot over that left shoulder, which is great. And from second gear, here we go. Nothing too crazy for today, but it gets up. It doesn't feel like it's struggling for that power. It's not a quick car, but it has an adequate amount of power, I feel, for this type of vehicle. And I love how BMW puts performance characteristics in models that aren't performance oriented. We do have the M Sport package on this model, so it gives it the upgraded brakes. We have the M Sport steering, a little bit different of a suspension. No power upgrades, however, but it's nice that you can get those handling characteristics, especially for a convertible. Taking this through some twisty roads, maybe you're taking it through the mountains, you know, you're just having a really nice day with the top down, cruising through some roads. This will be able to do it. While it won't do it the quickest, it will definitely be able to handle those types of situations, and the car is just gonna feel very, very good and refined for driving situations like that. While we're at a stop though, let's go ahead and put the top down. You can do this while moving, so I will be able to go maybe 20, 30 miles an hour, somewhere around there, so we can still do the operation here. And I'm just gonna stay under 20 for now. So it's done, here we go. And for audio purposes, let's put all the windows up with the push of one button, which I really like. It's a cool feature. But with the top down, it's what you're going to expect really with any convertible. You want the top down experience with the wind blowing, going through your hair, just going throughout the cab. With the windows up, of course, very composed feeling, which I like. So it's nice if that's something that you would like. We'll put the top back up. Hopefully we can do it in time with this light here. We should be able to get this going. So how convenient is that? It's not new. And there we go. So that's not new technology, but it's nice because it is that much more convenient where you don't even have to stop or hinder any traffic. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for this 2023 BMW 430i Convertible. Once again, huge shout out to 704 Exotics for providing this convertible for me today. Check out their website, give this video a huge thumbs up, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.